everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, and we have some more Star Trek Discovery news, or at least some Star Trek CBS news that's coming to CBS All Access. Apparently, remember everybody's favorite character? Mirror Universe, Empress, cannibal, murder of the entire Klingon homeworld, kill an entire room full of her own people, you know, worse than Hitler, Empress Georgiou? Well, she's getting a new series. Yay? Question mark? You know, let's just get right into the article here. So, I'm going to use the one from Dark Horizons. Shout out to Captain Foley from Trek Yards for linking me this article last night. Yeah, so this is by Garth Franklin. It came out last night, Friday, November 9th. Crazy Rich Asians star Michelle Yeoh is in talks to reprise her Star Trek Discovery role of Phillipa Georgiou to lead an upcoming spin-off series based around her character in the works at CBS All Access. Still in the early planning stages, the spin-off will likely focus on a continuation of her adventures in the upcoming second season of the series, where she's now working for Section 31, the secret autonomous organization that is part of the Federation Charter. Yeah. Sorry, I am like super sick right now, so if I can't see words, that's why. An offshoot of Starfleet intelligence, and operating without oversight, they essentially carry out covert ops for the Federation, and were featured in Star Trek Deep Space Nine and Star Trek Into Darkness. Oh, and as well Enterprise, and yeah, Section 31's been around. So yeah, Star Trek Discovery Season 1 spoilers. Yeoh appeared in the pilot of Star Trek Discovery as Captain Phillipa Georgiou, captain of the USS Shenzhou, who served as the mentor of the show's lead character, Michael Burnham, played by Sonequa Martin Green. She died early on, thanks to, you know, Michael Burnham being an absolute hothead, leading to Burnham joining the USS Discovery. Yeah, so Michael Burnham, basically, for people who don't know, what happened to this is total spoilers. Rant time. What happened was, they come across these Klingons, or a ship, right? Michael Burnham's like, I need to go and explore this, and I need 20 minutes to do it. Of course, it takes her like 13 minutes to go over to this ship that they apparently can't see on sensors, but can see with old-fashioned telescopes. And of course, Michael Burnham ends up killing one of the Klingorks that has one of these new bat'lists that are kind of designed to stab yourself with them because they're pointed backwards at you. Total ridiculous plot. And of course, this group of Klingorks that are out there in space, because they don't look like Klingons, they look more like space orcs. They're out there, and they end up, you know, no matter what she would have done, they were out there trying to start a war with the Federation. They want to start a war with people saying we come in peace. Of course, you know, Captain Georgiou, the quote-unquote Discovery Prime universe, Captain Georgiou says, hey, we come in peace. And of course, Michael Burnham has a hissy fit. She even calls her surrogate, or her adopted daddy, Sarek. And she's like, how did the Vulcans beat the Klingons? And he's like, well, we just kind of shot first. But, you know, take this with a grain of salt. This is what we did. This might not work for you guys. And you know why it worked for the Vulcans? Because they were very much comparable, weapon-wise, to the Klingons. Not like the Discovery or its crew. So, of course, she ends up firing on the Klingons, starting this huge war. Gets thrown in the brig. All this stuff, and after ended up escaping the brig in the second episode for the Battle of the Binary Stars, she ends up going over with Captain Georgiou after assaulting her for being in the brig, basically. She assaults Captain Georgiou, ends up in the brig. You know, then there's the whole war thing starts happening. They destroy another Federation ship that comes by, the Klingons do. Klingons mostly destroy the Shenzhou, and Michael Burnham ends up breaking out, even though she should very well be in the brig. Captain Georgiou, like a dummy, brings Michael Burnham with her, even though Michael Burnham assaulted her, and that's why she was thrown in the brig, because she basically tries to use the Vulcan neck pinch on her, and of course she's not a Vulcan, can't do it, right? Doesn't work. So two women that probably don't weigh 200 pounds between them go on this Klingon ship to go and try and take prisoners, try and take the main Klingon T'Kuvma prisoner. So really stupid idea right there. Michael Burnham even is like, oh, we can't kill him, that'll make him a martyr. So what happens? He ends up killing Georgiou, or one of the Klingons ends up killing Georgiou, and Michael Burnham like looks at him, it takes a second to set her phaser to kill, and murders the guy after she flat out says, we can't kill him, that will only make him a martyr. Yeah, so that's what happened with the original Captain Georgiou, and of course the Klingons ended up like eating her dead body, her corpse, and now this Captain Georgiou comes back from the mirror universe with Michael Burnham after basically saying, yeah, I destroyed the whole Klingon homeworld. Oh, also you know these this species that Saru is, the I can't remember their name, Saru, the first officer, one of the main characters played by Doug Jones. It'll come to me in a bit. I am sick. I'm like very sick right now making this video. But yeah, Empress Georgiou ends up, having Michael Burnham in the mirror universe, once they're over there, say, oh, pick which one you want, like it's a lobster. And she picks the one that looks like Saru, and then she ends up serving it to her for dinner. This poor person, basically. So we want this character as our lead. We want this cannibal. Oh my god, maybe they're doing my pitch. I did a show pitch basically saying I wanted to see Empress Georgiou like in a Cheers sort of situation. I said it as a joke. I'll link that video in the description. I think it only got a couple hundred views. But I said I wanted to see Empress Georgiou in a spin-off series where it was basically like Cheers meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, where she's cooking up people in Chile. Where she's like heading up a bar on the Klingon homeworld and she's serving cannibalized stuff. It would be a horror thing. It would be a kind of a grindhouse show. It was a joke, though. I mean, it was a terrible idea. Don't take my ideas seriously. It was a terrible idea. It was a joke. It was a grindhouse horror movie version of Discovery. Do you guys really want that? Oh no, I'll link that video in the description. I just kind of remembered that off the top of my head. So yeah, that's who this character is. She's somebody who, when she was like being discovered, when Michael Burnham said, hey, I'm actually from this Discovery Prime universe, because we don't call it the Prime universe, Captain Georgiou ends up killing everybody in her room, all Yondu style from Guardians of the Galaxy, with one like little weapon that just wipes out everybody except one guy. And she's like, don't tell anybody about this, clean up this mess. And the guy's like, sure, whatever, no problem. This is also the character that they decided to give command of the Discovery, this top secret ship, when the admirals of Starfleet decided, oh hey, that plan you had to wipe out the Klingon homeworld? Yeah, let's do that. Let's commit genocide against the Klingons because we're too stupid to find a peaceful solution because we're the Federation in Discovery and we don't know what we're doing. So yeah, that's what happened. Let me go back to the article. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, yeah, leading to Burnham joining the Discovery crew, but Yeoh returned to the role of the Mirror Universe version of her character who served as the Emperor of the Terran Empire. Yes, she did. And at the end of the first season, Yeoh's character was trapped in our universe and had assumed her dead counterpart's identity, ultimately helping Starfleet with a key mission. No, it didn't do anything though. She didn't do anything. She's then recruited into Section 31 in the final moments of the first season finale. Actually, no, that was a deleted scene that ended up being released after the fact. I think it was released on Twitter, but it wasn't. If they tacked it on in the actual DVDs, I haven't seen the actual DVDs. Yeah, and a spoiler. If the Yeoh-led show goes forward, it would join the Discovery, the untitled Jean-Luc Picard series, and the half-hour animated comedy Star Trek Below Decks on the service. The second season of Discovery is set to debut January 17th on CBS All Access in the US and Netflix worldwide, and this is a source from Deadline, is what they're reporting from. So, yeah, what do I think of this? What do you guys think in the comment section? I think you heard my rant that, as much as I like Michelle Yeoh, she's interesting. She looks cool. I gotta give it to her. She looks cool in the Mirror Universe costume. I kind of like it. It looks a little tacky and cheesy and flashy, but I kind of liked the costume that she had. But man, I don't think it's a good idea to give yet another bad guy their own series. And let me explain. Michael Burnham has her own series. Basically, Discovery is the Michael Burnham show. And from my perspective, Michael Burnham is a sociopath. She only goes out of her way to serve her own selfish interests, to prove she's right, to get what she wants, to benefit her. She is sociopathic. She is the bad guy in the series. She starts the wars. She gets people killed. She does the foolish things. We already have a bad guy series. It's called Discovery. Do we really need another one? I mean, unless they're going to completely convert Michelle Yeoh's character. And I don't know what to think of this. Like, she is one of the more interesting characters of Discovery. Once they got to the Mirror Universe, the show was much less terrible than it was previously, in my opinion. I don't know if I want to get on board with this series. I mean, I'm probably going to end up watching it to review for you guys. But man, I don't know what to make of this. It's it's frustrating. It's so frustrating that we don't have any good guy Star Trek characters. I mean, even the Picard series, you know, they swear up and down he's going to be not the Picard that you guys know. I don't know if this is going to work. I mean, we went from a very well-written, intelligent sort of series that gave us complex, debatable topics to flash, bang, bang, action sequence, drama for the sake of drama, fighting, blah, blah, blah. Is this what we really want out of Star Trek? Because it's not what I want out of Star Trek. It's not what I want out of science fiction, you know? I want something intelligent and clever and creative, something, even like the Orville, even if it's something I've seen, give me something I haven't seen so much. You know, give me a new way to give me a new way to kind of give me the same debates on, you know, are gender issues something that what is my opinion on gender issues? Look at the Orville About a Girl episode where they have to decide whether or not to change the sex of their child because their planet is all men. The child's born female. Give me issues like that. Give me something that I can think about. You know, the episode where on the Orville they have to decide whether or not to leave the children alive on the krill ship after killing all the adults. Is it morally right to leave these kids alive and make enemies in the future, or do you kill the children, which is also a horrible thing? I mean, give me those sort of topics, and Discovery has not given us any topics like that. They haven't given us any, like, grays, any tragic characters. We have mustache-twirling villains like Empress Georgiou. We have antagonists as our quote-unquote heroes. Michael Burnham is not a protagonist, in my opinion, by any sense of the word. She's very much the cause of all the drama on the show. I don't know what to make of this. Anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comments section below. I am MechaRandom42, and I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye!